Why don't we have the willpower to do what we want to do? I have to start studying from today. I want to build muscles today. Me and me and me and me. And you say this every day and you don't do it, or to do what makes us want and our goals. And always when you start doing this, you find yourself lazy and unable to do it. Or you start doing it with a single enthusiasm. Then you cut it off completely. Why do you say every time I want to learn something, and you start with it, and after 2 hours, you stop? The answers to all these questions in today's episode. So before we start the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like us. What? We always ask ourselves this question: why do we become lazy to do the habits that make us succeed? Why, for example, when you put a book in the school and you study, it is half of the composition and then you wrap it with anything else? Even the fall becomes fun for you. Okay, let's agree that change is impossible to come by itself. And we must divide this change into small stages. Let's say that you decided to start playing sports. And you decided to do 100 push-ups every day. If we really measure that you can't reach this number from the first time you start. That's why you will have in your mind that I want to do 100 push-ups every day, and I start, and when you reach the number 20, you will start to become lazy. So the first thing that will come to your mind, I swear I don't have the energy, I'll start later. And this example I want you to measure on all the things you are planning to do when you are stopping it. You can't reach 100 push-ups in a day and night. Let's agree that if you want to start with something like this, you must cancel the number 100 completely. What I want from you is that instead of thinking that you are the person who does 100 push-ups every day, I want you to think that you are the person who is committed to the training schedule every day. So even if you decided to start training even for a minute a day, I will tell you that it's excellent, bravo. Because the most important thing is that you decided to start training every day. Now, as long as you started to plan your brain in this way, everything will be a matter of time, and then your improvement and development will be a definite thing. So instead of getting excited and saying that I want to start 100 push-ups every day and I can't, you can start at the beginning with number 5. It's normal to do 5 push-ups because you didn't do it before. So when you start with 5 push-ups, your body will start to get used to it. And with repetition, you start with 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 to reach 100. And you are comfortable, so day by day this becomes a part of your routine, and it becomes 100 push-ups is normal for you, because as they say, repetition teaches the skill. You can be the person you want to be, so actually you can control this thing. But anything outside of this framework, this thing is also outside of your will. And this thing takes us to the question we talked about in the first episode: why don't we have enough will to do what we want? The answer to this question is that when we want to do something new, this thing is far from our personality, and this thing is very difficult to achieve. So we must be aware and convinced of the extent of the difficulty of this thing, in order to be able to achieve it. People see success as something very big, but people who look at this subject see that the person who studies 18 hours a day is the one who achieves the success rate. But in fact, the subject is exactly the opposite. Because actually the successful person is not the one who studies 18 hours a day. The successful person is the one who studies every day, and continuously, and for a long time, and day by day, you find yourself increasing the number of hours of your study. And this is how we conclude that your success in your life is the result of your daily habits. Success, guys, doesn't happen overnight. Success requires effort and hard work. A person who has nothing to do with the field of sports at all, he stood on the mirror and said, I have to start building my body. So he decided to go to the gym. He started training for only 10 minutes a day, and he felt that he was committed for a very long time. So what is all this? Actually, this person who goes to the gym every day. So you will come and ask me, what did he gain from these 10 minutes? The result of this action day after day after day is what made the difference in this person's life. Actually, you and I don't feel that we disagree that this person goes to the gym every day. Let's describe you and me in the picture in front of us, which shows us exactly what the difference is between what we want and the reality in front of us. Now, this distance that is under the curve, this distance we will call it the valley of the failure of hope. And this is the moment when you start doubting yourself. There is no need for what you are trying to achieve or change. And this is the moment when people usually start giving up and return to their old habits. Simply, I tried and it didn't work, I go back to my old habits. But guys, at this point, from this stage, we come to the stage of patience. If you are a human being and you do not have patience, it is impossible to be a successful human being, because really at this stage is very simple. There is no result that will keep you doing what you are doing. But you have to start complimenting yourself, because really the more you program your brain that the more you do this thing, complimenting yourself, the more you will repeat the work, you will have the motivation to continue and never give up. But wait a little, don't let your full dependence on these rewards. Let's go back to the example of the study that we talked about a while ago. That is, if you want to sit and study, you have to sit in a suitable place. That is, if there is a PlayStation, you have to aim it. If there is a TV, you have to aim at a mobile phone. You also have to aim at anything that annoys you. You have to aim it in front of you now. Most people say that what helps them to let them study is that they put the books in places around them. This actually makes them, as soon as they go to this place, they open the books and start studying. But you have to know that these ideas can be correct or not. That is, not all the things that you do can work on you. The most important thing is that you keep trying to give space to discover new things, and always remember that success doesn't happen overnight. Success is the result of repeating your daily instinctual habits, and this is what makes you evolve and advance continuously. So I beg you, for God's sake, drive yourself in this world and don't let the world drive you. Success is not a goal to reach it or a plan to reach its end, but it is a system of improvement and an endless process of evolution. And that's it. This was today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Salam.
في مجال تقلي ليش مو مشترك، حط لايك على الفيديو وبعدها روح اشترك. ايه في مجال تقلي ليش مو مشترك، حط لايك على الفيديو.